So Joe Biden has gone on the largest single day of granting clemency that we've seen, 39 pardons and commuting 1,500 sentences. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. What's particularly egregious about this is the reporting that one of these individuals was in possession of child abuse materials to a rather extreme degree. And this man has been released. I'd like to know why. Now, I'm not a stupid person, and I assume most of you are not stupid. As though George Carlin did say, think about how stupid the average person is. Now realize half of them are stupider than that. With that being said, you got to be real stupid, okay? We get it. There's political interests at play. Somebody with power, for some reason, wanted that guy out of prison. There's more to the story that we don't know. So let me make it quite simple for you. If you're going to release a man who had pleaded guilty to having 47,000 images of child abuse material, you're going to have to give us a real reason why, no matter what that reason may be. Now, I'm going to go ahead and believe that it's probably nefarious and someone in power offered somebody special treatment or a favor in exchange for this. Dirty. I know the president has the ability to pardon and commute. I get it. But I don't see there being a legitimate reason for the release of this man. Sorry. I go ahead and make your arguments. You're not going to find one. This is a person who pleaded guilty to this. I don't care if Xi Jinping himself said, do it or else. You say there is a line that we will not allow you to cross. Sorry. I don't believe there's going to be a legitimate reason for this. This is shockingly disgusting. But let's read the story, and I'll give you the information from the Post-Millennial. We've got this. Biden issues 39 pardons, commutes 1,500 sentences. Quote, these actions represent the largest single-day grant of clemency in modern history. They say, on Thursday morning, the White House announced President Biden announced he is granting clemency to nearly 1,500 Americans, the most in a single day, who have shown successful rehabilitation and a strong commitment to making their communities safer. The president is commuting the sentences of close to 1,500 individuals who were placed on home confinement during the COVID-19 pandemic and who have successfully reintegrated into their families and communities. He's also going to pardon 39 individuals who were convicted of nonviolent crimes. These actions represent the largest single-day grant of clemency in modern history. The Biden admin also suggested that more action will be taken to pardon and commute others in the last weeks of his term. This comes as Democrats have been angered by his reported selfish behavior in the last weeks he has in office. Biden has apparently put the priorities of other Democrats in the party on the back burner as he is working on his legacy and aiding in the transition of power from himself to Trump. Despite the rather large number of commutations and pardons, the most controversial likely remains the pardon of his son, Hunter Biden. This we understand. I don't think that will be the most controversial, however. The pardon from Biden did not just clear Hunter of the crimes, blah, blah, blah. We get it. Biden argued that Hunter was singled out. I give you this tweet from Brianna Morello. Breaking news. Joe Biden just provided a Chinese national with clemency who was convicted of having 47,000 child abuse images in his possession. Shanlin Jin was sentenced to 97 months in prison after pleading guilty. Plano police stopped going through his computer after confirming 1,338 images. Oh my, I can't even read this. It's rough. He pleaded guilty, huh? There's another image I want to show you from the Dallas Morning News. Alan Mann, who attended SMU, pleads guilty after 47,000 child abuse images. And I'm being light in the language. I hope you understand what that means. Are found on his computer. Shanlin Jin, a Chinese citizen, pleaded guilty to one count of possession of having those images in his possession. And here is the executive grant of clemency. Let's pull this up and make it a little bit larger and easier to read. To all to whom these presents shall come, greeting. Whereas Shanlin Jin was convicted in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Texas on an indictment charging violations of Section 2252A, Title 18 U.S. Code, for which a total sentence of 97 months imprisonment, 5 years supervised release, restitution of $30,500, forfeiture of specific property, and a $100 special assessment was imposed on July 14th and 19th, 2022. Let me just make sure we're lining this up with the story as reported as well. So the Dallas Morning News doesn't actually have any of the finer details there in the headline. It goes on to say, whereas Shanlin Jin has been confined continuously since his arrest on January 24th, 2021, whereas it has been made to appear that it is in the national interest that the term of imprisonment related to the aforeshadowed conviction not be served in its entirety. Let it be known that I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States, pursuant to my powers under Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1 of the Constitution, and in consideration of the premises divers, other good and sufficient reasons for reasons me, thereunto moving, do hereby commute the aforesaid total prison sentence related to the aforesaid conviction of the said Shanlin Jin, 2 times served, leaving intact any related term of supervised release in its entirety and any unpaid balance of restitution order, forfeiture order, or special assessment upon the following conditions. 1. Shanlin Jin shall depart the U.S. 2. Shanlin Jin shall remain outside of the limits of the U.S. and its territories and possessions. Jin shall not commit any additional crimes against the United States or violation of its laws. 4. Shall waive the right and claims to funds and property already seized. 5. Shall not accept or otherwise receive any financial benefit, directly or indirectly, in any manner or amount from any book, movie, or other publication or production in any form or media about the circumstances surrounding the instant offenses or commutation. And 6. Shanlin Jin shall waive and release any and all claims, demands, rights, and causes of action whatsoever, kind and nature, against the United States of America, its agents, servants, employees, including any actions challenging its convictions of sentence. Conviction or sentence. That is to say, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden has just released and committed the sentence of a man who had images of children being severely and monstrously abused. I would like to know what was going through his mind. I do not. So obviously, they're saying the individual has to leave. He's a Chinese citizen. Okay, again, I know. We're all not stupid here. What's the reality? China probably offered something. We want this in exchange for that. Now, considering Joe Biden's a shady dude and we don't know what Hunter was up to, I have to wonder, is there a conflict of interest in this? I don't trust him. This commutation seems very strange. I wonder if said individual or related individual said, Joe, we know what you've been doing with Chinese investment in Hunter Biden, and we're going to keep our mouths shut so long as you get this guy out of jail. Could it be something else? Could China have said, we will return an individual to you if you return one to us? I don't care. An action like this requires that the president explain why this man is being released. I'm going to pull up a little bit more of what I can on this one. We have the actual U.S. DOJ grant of clemency straight from the website. Can show you that we have it right there. And we actually have United States v. Jin. We actually have the criminal. Here we go. This is it right here. On January 24th, 2021, defendant was charged by criminal complaint with receipt and possession of child pornography. Defendant was subsequently indicted on February 24th, 2021, and charged with 3 counts with violations Title 18 U.S.C. 2252A. Completely lines up. Are you going to explain to us why this man is being allowed to leave after such? These are crimes against humanity. I'm sorry. I got to tell you guys, murder's bad. Murder is one of the worst things a human being can do. But child abuse is the worst thing I believe a human can do. Children are the future of this planet, of our civilization. To abuse them is not just to destroy their lives and cause them great damage. Many of them do grow up to find a path forward, but many of them are permanently damaged in indescribable ways. Now, these children who are the future of this country being damaged means you not only have severely tortured, damaged, and the moral implications, but you have damaged civilization itself. It is a crime against humanity. Now, again, murder is bad. If this guy had videos of people being killed and stuff, I'd say it's still very, very bad. We'd question what that was all about. If the person committed a murder, I'd say that's very bad. You pay the price. The loss of a single electrical engineer is a bad thing for everybody for a variety of reasons. One, the person has moral value. Their life, the things they bring to this world, their ideas, everything, they have a right to it. Taking their life is just outright wrong by any standard. Damage to society is that of a loss of the value that person could bring. But understand this. Even in the event you have someone who's like a homeless derelict who can do nothing for society, outright murdering that person is wrong. But let's talk about when they commit crimes against children. The exponential damage created there is a crime to humanity itself, not just the single individual child, though it is an egregious atrocity. That's why I look at this with shock and disdain, and I say, I don't care what the reason is. If you want to make a move like this, you best come out and explain it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to ignore anything Trump has done. Trump pardoned some drug users, some political some political individuals. People were wondering why he made the choices he made on his pardons too. And I think, fine, you have the power to do so, but I believe it is warranted that you explain this. The top response, Insurrection Barbie says, this better be the number one story in America. This has to be the most disgusting but not surprising thing I've read in a long time. Chinese national, huh? Makes sense considering how many kickbacks he got from China. And the whole depraved debacle, depraved despicable conduct also makes sense considering what was on his son's laptop. Yep. Apparently several Chinese spies as well. This story is going to erupt. This is disgusting. It's no surprise Joe Biden lost. These people are sick. I'm getting pissed off. I'm going to stop here. Next segment's coming up in a little bit. I'm getting pissed off and I'm getting sick to my stomach. I despise the Biden family. Next segment's coming up. Smash the like button. I guess. Share the show. Let people know. And I'll see you on the next segment.